Hi, this is Eddie Wilson. That ain't even tells it like a TI is. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. The topic I'm going to talk to you today about is the Real Housewives of Dubai Season 2, Episode 2. And like I said in my previous video, I'm trying to catch up because I had so much going on. Like I said, I've been through a lot of stuff in the last 2 months. So I'm trying to catch up as best I can. But anyway, it started off with Taleen telling her husband that he needs to learn how to take care of the kids just like her, because she said she was trying to set up for the invite that she had invited, because she had invited Brooks and Sara over to her house, and her husband was asking her where was the kids' clothes and shoes and stuff. She said right there in the closet, you got to go get them. You got to learn how to put the kids' clothes and shoes and stuff on. And he was talking about, well, that's why I married you, for you to do all this shit, but you got to learn to help me out some too. And so I was saying, it's like all of these shows showing where the wife have to work and take care of the kids and all stuff. Anyway, after that he left, and he told he had a good time, and then Sara showed up first, and Taleen gave Sara a hug and stuff, and she was asking her about all that stuff and what was going on. And she was saying, you know, I'm still going through therapy. Like I told you, I'm still going through therapy. He said, what about your dating life? She said, well, I'm still looking around for a date, but I'm looking for the right person this time. Just like my therapist said, I gotta look for the right person this time. And then Taleen said, don't worry about it. I got a lot of friends that I can set you up with. She said, well, you know, I want to take my time with her. She said, that's all right. It's just more like a meet and greet. I'll be having some of my friends come over. And then next thing you know, Brooks showed up, and Taleen gave Brooks a hug and stuff, and they started talking. They were saying, well, yeah, what you like about the beach party that Lesa threw, and that was on the last episode, the first episode. She said, well, it started off good, but then the stuff that went on between the stuff that went on between Aiden and Stansbury, and then the stuff that went on between Stansbury and you. And she was saying, well, Taleen Stansbury was wrong. She told me that you know, when you was at the Beyonce concert, how you had fell over and people were seeing your lady parts and stuff like that. And she said, I don't know why my lady parts was such a big thing. She said, but after I talked to Stansbury, and Stansbury said she didn't mean it like that, and she kind of apologized. But at first, I was giving Stansbury a side eye. And then Sara said, well, yeah, I didn't like the way Stansbury was acting either, and stuff like that. And she was saying, well, and just like Ion is so close to Stansbury now, you have to wonder. And then Taleen told Brooks, she said, Brooks, that's why I wanted you to let me find out about Stansbury on my own and let me do stuff on my own, because, you know, I can hear stuff, but then I'm trying to get to know her on my own. She said, but the way she did you, it wasn't right. She said, I agree it wasn't right at first, but after we got everything settled, then they switched over to the next scene, and Lesa and Ion and Stansbury was at Stansbury house, and then she was saying, well, are you all right? Lesa was asking Aiden. She said, no, I'm not all right. I didn't like the way Sara did. Sara said that I was using my experience as a victim, being victimized. I was not doing that. I was just doing it. I was in therapy. She said, well, Lesa said, well, I didn't like it either, the way Sara had said it. But then Sara said she didn't mean it like that. And then Stansbury said, no, Sara's in therapy, and Sara said she's a changed woman. And Sara talking about she didn't mean to say it like that, but the way she said it was exactly the way it was conveyed. And she said, I didn't think that was right either, Aiden. And so Caroline Stansbury was telling her that, and she was saying, yeah, and then Lesa said, yeah, I invited all the people to the beach party, have a good time, but I didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't think that was going to happen. She said, well, like I said, Aiden, I think Sara was wrong. And then Stansbury said, of course she was wrong. And then they switched over to the next scene. And the next scene showed Lisa playing what they call over there soccer, but it's still football. She said, "Oh yeah, every man, all men want their sons to be playing football and football and stuff." He said, "Yeah, and I'm trying to teach you how to play." She said, "But I really don't need to know how to play, but I'm just playing it with you and the boys." And then she said, well, "Y'all need to go clean up." She was telling her kids this, so the boys went in the next room. She guys talking. She said, "Yeah." She said, "I miss that my mom can't be over here and can't stay over here because she said she misses the boys too and stuff like that." And then in her confession, she said everybody looking at that her life is glamorous and everything like that. And she said, well, it is, and she liked it, but she also missed her family. She missed her mama and her friends and all that stuff. And so he was saying, well, isn't your mom supposed to be coming to visit? And Lisa said, yeah, she's coming to visit, and she's glad she wants to see the boys and stuff. But the boys are just like me. They want her to move over here, and I want her to move over to here too. And he said, Lisa, do you think your mom is going to do that? That's what her husband Rich said. He said, and she said, no, I don't think my mom is going to move over here. She don't want to move over here, but I'm going to try to get her to move over here. And then she said, Rich, you're pretty cool. My mom likes you. He said, yeah, your mom likes me. We're pretty cool, but I don't think we could live in the same house together. She said, you know we ain't gonna be able to live in the house together. She said, you know, because I'm kind of noisy in the bedroom. And they both got to laugh and switch to the next scene. But anyway, I kind of like the dynamics of Lisa and Rich's marriage and stuff like that, because he already said when he met Lisa, she was an actress and she was working as a bartender because she was trying to go to college to do a school. So I'm glad he have their relationship, and I'm glad that she got her own business and all that stuff. Anyway, back to the show. The next thing was it wasn't too much in this in this show that was any good. It kind of went back to where Taleen was getting before that Aiden went to her Aiden beauty thing, and her and her business manager Tony. And she said, "Ooh, Tony, you got everything fixed up real good. Even my models." And she said, "Yeah, my models are wearing my makeup because she had came out with a makeup line last year, so now she got a beauty spa and stuff." So I think all of them are kind of copying off of Kenya Moore, copying off of Kenya Moore with the hair care and then the beauty salon. But Brooks kind of did her beauty salon last year. So anyway, they were talking, and I think Aiden's husband, I can't remember his name, Chanel and Lesa's husband. He said we got to talk a little business over here. And so he was telling her about, we need to do this, we need to get our social media up, we need to do this management thing with that. And it was like more he was talking, it was going over Aiden's head, and then the other bridge manager was saying something. And I think Chanel Ion is one of the people where she likes to be the face of the stuff and might like to pose and do the modeling part because she know how to do modeling. She good modeling, but as far as that business part, I'm sorry, if it wouldn't be for that business manager and her husband, people probably rip her off because she's one of the people that she has like to check in and see what's going on and then leave. And that's not really how you run a business. And so she was complaining about Brooks is always being there. Brooks is doing it the right because Brooks is double checking, triple checking, making sure all of her employees are doing what she say, doing right, and not goofing off and doing it. That's the way you're supposed to handle business. But anyway, she told him, you said, what's going on? She said, I'm tired. I've been working a lot. He said, yeah, I know you've been working a lot. That's why I've been helping you out, trying to take some load off you. He said, well, what's going on now? And then she kind of told her husband what Sarah did. He said, oh, I'm sorry about that. He said Sarah shouldn't have done you like that because what you went through was serious and what you went through was real bad. Because I had to help you go through some of that stuff. He said you were not using it as a victim. And then she said okay, and then he gave her a hug. And then it went to the next scene where where Taleen was setting up for a party, and she had all the party planners there and all the kind of stuff like that. And then the first person who showed up to Taleen's party was Sarah. Sarah showed up, and then after that it was Stansbury and her friends and stuff, and they were saying, "Where is Lesa? Where is Lesa?" And Taleen said, "Well, Lisa's not able to come because she had to go pick up her mom at the airport." She said, "Oh, okay." And then next thing you know, as soon as Sarah came in, Taleen said, "Ooh, Sarah, come over here. Look at my party." She said, "Oh yeah, have a good party. Come over here. I want to talk to you." She put it in the corner. She said, "Yeah, I got a lot of friends over there. Eligible bachelors that want you to meet." She drugged Sarah over there, and Sarah introduced herself to 2 or 3 of the guys. And then after that, Sarah said, "It's kind of rushed. It's kind of rushed. Could you just let me wait for a minute? Wait for a minute." And she went over there and she grabbed Stansbury's husband. You say, "I gotta talk to you for a minute." Talk to me. Stansbury looking out funny. He said, "What?" He said, "I just want you to be my stand-in, because Taleen is trying to get me mixed up with all those guys over there, interested with those guys over there. And to me, it's a little bit too soon. I don't really know none of those guys and stuff." So after that, Stansbury said, "What's going on?" He said, "Oh, she just wanted me to talk to her for a little bit, because Taleen is over there trying to talk to her." And then Brooks came in, and Brooks spoke to her, Taleen and everybody else, but she went right past Stansbury. Stansbury looked so funny and said, "I don't know what's wrong with Brooks. I don't know why she's acting like that, why she's doing me like that." Sarah said, "I don't know why she's doing me like that either. I don't like it." And then Taleen said, "Well, you know, Brooke is loyal to her fault, and Brooke is my friend." And so Taleen walked over there and said, "Brooks, come on with the group and be with the group." Brooks said, "No, I just rather stay over here in my corner, And she said, "Well, you know I don't like Stansbury for what she did." She said, "Oh, come on, Brooks, come on." Brooks did not want to go in the group. And then Sarah said, "They need to talk." And Taleen said, "Yeah, they do need to talk. You go get them together." And Sarah said, "No, Taleen, you do it. This is your house. This is your party." She said, "I'm tired of being in the middle. I don't blame Sarah, because Sarah knows she stirs the pot, and then she wants to hold her hand back. And so what happened, Taleen, she went over there. She said, "Brooks, come over here." She said, "Brooks, I think you and Stansbury should talk. Y'all should go in that room." And then so Sarah said, "Well, you go in there with him, Taleen. I don't think they should need to be in the room by themselves." And then Sarah didn't say nothing. Then Taleen went in there. She said, "Come on." She said, "Sarah, I need you to come up in there too." And Sarah said, "No, I'm not coming." And then so she said, "Y'all need to talk." And then so Brooks said, "You know what you did to me, Stansbury. You know what you said. You know what you did." And then Stansbury said, I haven't done nothing. I haven't done nothing." She said, "You talked about me behind my back, and Sarah told me, and also Lesa." And so she said, "Well, I didn't say anything that was really out of the way." She said, "Yes, you did." And she said, "And also what you did to Taleen. And then Taleen said, "Brooks, me and Stansbury were kind of on the outs at first, but we patched up things. You got to move on. And stuff like that." And Stansbury said, "I'm not going to talk to her. She's all drunk and she's getting loud. I'm not going to talk to her. I'm leaving. She said, "That's what you always do. You leave. And then so they sent Sarah in there, and Sarah said, "Brooks, calm down." I said, "I'm not calming down. That's what she always do. She leaves, and then the show went out." So looked like they're trying to make Brooks the bad guy or odd man's out. And I think Brooks is taking on the role of being the bone collector, like Sheree was and other people. She better watch that. So all in all, this episode was okay. It wasn't that good. I was trying to, find stuff to add to the video, but that's all I have for this video. This is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells like a T.I. is. I ain't out.